All right, welcome. This is 8-4 draft for Legends Comics and Games. This is Eugene. Um, so immediately we can see that this pack is crazy. Call of the Conclave, V2 Guildmage, Stab Wound, Knightly Valor are all very good cards. Um, and unfortunately, they're all very good in, well, not Stab Wound as much, but Knightly Valor, V2 Guildmage, and Call of the Conclave all go pretty much in the same deck. Um, But yeah, I'm still gonna take V2 Guildmage here. It's easily the best card here. Um, if V2 Guildmage wasn't here, I might consider taking Chromatic Lantern over the Call of the Conclave and Knightly Valor and Stab Wound, I guess. Simply because this card is sweet and lets you play all 5 colors. But easily the most powerful card is V2 Guildmage, so I'm just gonna take it. Unfortunately, it's a bad signal to the guy to my left, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm still gonna take the most powerful card in the pack. So get shipped crazy blue and white cards. There's not a single red card here. Um, all 3 uncommons and the rare. So the guy either took a foil card or he took a common red card. Um, so it's either Frostburn Weird, Annihilating Fire, or Explosive Impact is what I'm guessing he took if it's not a foil. Um, I can't imagine that I would take any of those cards over Soulsworn Spirit or Palisade Giant, but hey, to each their own, I guess, right? It must be a foil. Like I can't think of any other. Yeah. Anyways, best card is easily Soulsworn Spirit, followed up by Palisade Giant and Dramatic Rescue. I think I'm gonna just take the Palisade Giant though, simply because it's in white and the card is not the worst. If you can like enchant him, he just becomes like a house. Other options would be Soulstorm Spirit or Dramatic Rescue, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this Palisade Giant and just feel protected for days. Um, there's a Goblin Rally here. Rare is missing, Uncommon is missing, so can't really read too much into it. Best card in the pack is probably Launch Party actually. But since I have a V2 Guildmage and I kind of want to do the populate thing, I think I'm going to take the Rootborn defenses here. The other option is Centaur Healer, which is okay, but I think Rootborn defense is actually better if you want to be populating. I think he's like better if you're like splashing the green or if you're playing like Ban Splash Green or something like that, because he's a pretty good defender and he gains you life, right? So other cards that are also notable would be like Gatecreeper Vine and Rakdos Keyrune and Goblin Rally, I think, but I'm easily gonna take the Rootborn defenses here. Here it's not a single green card, so it's a little strange. Options I guess are Armory Guard, Golgari Guildgate, Transguild Promenade, um, and really that's about it. I could also dip into blue and take Dispel or Doorkeeper, but yeah, I'm not gonna take like Deviant Glee or Mind Rot. I would rather not take Lobber Crew. Lobber Crew's not. I mean, Lobber Crew's a solid card, but it's not like I'm gonna switch colors over it and pick 4. Um, but I guess it doesn't hurt if I take it. Although I think Golgari Guildgate here is gonna be the pick though, because it'll let me splash black if I want to later. Um, and I'm trying to play green if I can. The only other option would be Armory Guard, and I mean I feel like I can get Armory Guards later. Geez, that's a pretty late Hellhole Flailer. But I'm gonna take the Courses Accord here, pretty easy. I want things that make tokens right now, since I'm gonna try to play the Populate deck. Next best card for me would be Giant Growth actually, and then Tristani's Judgment. I know that Tristani's Judgment populates, but like it's just costs way too much mana. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Courser's Accord, shipping a pretty late Hellhole Flailer and Annihilating Fire. But yeah, whatever. That's a pretty late as it charm, I think. Um, but and there's also like very little in here for me. There's very little business. I guess the best card for me might be Concordia Pegasus, followed up by Stonefair Crocodile. Since I'm splashing black likely, over probably blue. I think maybe the Stonefair Crocodile might be okay, just because he blocks the ground slightly better. Although he doesn't block the ground the best because he's only 3 power and 2 toughness. Um, Although Concordia Pegasus is better against like the blue white Azorius deck because he's 3 toughness and so he stops most of the flyers. And usually Selesnya decks are kind of weak to flyers, so I think I'll take the Concordia Pegasus actually. Here, there's best card is probably Rune Wing, followed up by Tenement Crasher. My options are either Sundering Growth, Aerial Predation, or Mana Bloom. I've never really played Mana Bloom. It would let me splash, I guess. But the question is, do I want it over Sundering Growth or Aerial Predation, which are both very good sideboard cards? I think I'm just going to take the Sundering Growth here, though. There's a lot of good enchantments to hit in this set. I opened a Chromatic Lantern. I would love to hit Chromatic Lantern and populate something, so yeah, whatever. My goodness. So there's a Syncopate and Dramatic Rescue still in this pack. Both are insanely good. Well, not insanely good, but insanely good for like a 8th pick, right? So between the two, there's also no green cards. So the guy to my right might be playing the Populate deck. So I might actually be playing the Azorius deck Splash Green. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the Dramatic Rescue here. Removal, this kind of removal spell is actually very good. So yeah, I'm just going to take it. So this is the pack I opened. And Knightly Valor Wield. Call of the Conclave and Chromatic Lantern did not, neither did Stab Wound. But Knightly Valor and Azorius Justice here, like, wield. That's pretty insane. I'm going to easily take the Knightly Valor here. Towering Indrig is also still here, so maybe nobody else is playing the Selesnya deck, actually. It's just like me and the guy to my left, maybe, or the like guy two guys down or whatever. But oh man, Dramatic Rescue again. That was an easy pick. Rakdos Kirun. Rakdos Kirun is like the best Kirun out of all of them. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not gonna play any of the other 3 cards. I'm just gonna hate draft this, I think. Here, I think I'll take the Aqua Steed. It might end up that I play Bant, actually. The guy to my right is probably not playing in blue, especially since he passed me double Dramatic Rescue. Like, you can easily splash. If you're playing one of these colors, you can easily splash it, right? Because you just get a couple of Azorius Guild Gates or something. So it's very strange. I guess I'll take the Crosstown Courier here. I'm like almost definitely not playing this. I'm almost definitely not playing that either. But if like I open Carnival Hellsteed or something, hey, you never know. You never know. So yeah, this is a little strange so far, but I don't think I've really necessarily gone wrong anywhere. The guy to my left can destroy all evidence that this ever happened. That I ever. Yeah, so I guess I'm pretty solidly in Bant right now. Would love to see a couple white-green or white-blue guild gates. Those would be like the absolute best for me right now. Hopefully I can get them like pick 6 or something like that, but we'll see. Don't want to play Aqua Steed really if I don't have to, but everything else is, or Crosstown Courier actually, but everything else is playable. It's not like the best, but the rest is playable for sure. If I like Knightly Valor on this giant, oh man. So this pack is pretty weak. I think I might take Eyes in the Skies. I think it might be the best card for me here. It's either that or Gatecreeper Vine, I guess, so that I can successfully splash the Bant. But right now I think I want tokens. And I prefer Eyes in the Skies over Solar of Songbirds because it populates. So if I have a 3/3 on the ground, a 3/3 Centaur, or a 2/2 Knight, then Eyes in the Skies becomes slightly better because it gets to populate the bigger creature as well. Cards that I'm hoping to wheel would be, I guess, Cellar. Maybe Risen Sanctuary even. But I don't think this Gatecreeper Vine will wheel. I think there was a Gatecreeper Vine like first or second pick for me in the first pack, and I remember it, and like I never got it back. So yeah, I'm gonna take this Eyes in the Sky and hope that Cellar wheels, I guess. So there's a Centaur's Herald and a new Prov Guild Mage. I think I'm gonna take the Centaur's Herald because he because I want it to be populating if I can. I would rather be splashing the blue. I'm gonna hide this and hide this actually. So I actually only have 2 blue cards, so as it stands, I can still splash either green or blue, but I would rather splash the blue because I feel like my green cards are slightly better than my blue cards. So I think I'm going to stick with the Centaur's Herald over the new Prophet Mage. It's unfortunate that I'm passing yet another Tristani's Judgment. I always feel like I want at least one Tristanian Judgment in my deck, but I mean, what can you do? You need to have this card in your deck if you're playing the Populate deck. So yeah, gonna take it. And Call of the Conclave and Centaur's Herald wheel, or not wheel, but gets passed to me third. I think I'm gonna take the call because it takes less mana than the Centaur's Herald. It's very surprising to see a Frostburn Weird here. Other cards of note would be Trestle Troll, Sunspire Griffin, and I guess Runewing. So let me see. If I take this Call of the Conclave, somebody's gonna take this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like no way I'm gonna wheel this or this. But I'm still gonna take this Call of the Conclave. I think it curves out better than Centaur's Herald, so I'm gonna take it. Here I'm gonna take the Azorius Guildgate over Sunspire Griffin, Avenging Arrow, or Dryad Militant. There's also a Rogue's Passage, which I think is an amazing card, but I think I need the splashing for Dramatic Rescue because I would really like to play Dramatic Rescue if possible. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna take the splash over the Rogue's Passage for now. Here, there's a third Dramatic Rescue. I'm gonna take it over the Hover Barrier. Hover Barrier is a decent card, but it's not really what my deck wants to do, I think. Azorius Charm. There's like no green cards now, which like makes no sense. Like I get past double Centaur's Herald and then there's no green afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Azorius Charm over the Azorius Guildgate. Pretty heavy blue, but it's almost all removal blue. Hopefully I see like another Centaur's Herald or some sort of signal that green is open. Don't remember what was in the pack before when I took the Dramatic Rescue. But yeah, that last pack had absolutely no green cards, which is like very strange. So here, I think I'm just gonna take the Transguild Promenade. Cards of note would be, I guess, Oak Street Inn Keeper and Treasured Fox. Like none of these cards are actually any good, so I'm just gonna take this Promenade. So yeah, so far my deck is kind of creature light. I'm very heavy on removal. I have triple Dramatic Rescue and Azorius Charm. Like that's pretty much all the removal I need in my deck. Rootborn Defenses also acts as a semi-removal card, so hopefully I can just like take a bunch of creatures, like just take 8 creatures right here, right, and then I should be set, right? Yeah, that should be the idea, I guess. So yeah, Nightly Valor. Like this picture just looks. I don't understand what this nun is doing. If she's like begging him for something, or if, because he looks kind of angry here, and she's just kind of like old. But yeah, this Palisade Giant also. I don't understand. It looks like there's a bunch of like little human people or something, and he doesn't really look like he's protecting them. There's just like too many of these humans. I also don't understand this art. These vines that are coming out. How does that protect me? Oh, I guess the vines are like protecting my creatures, and then somehow like when the vines come down, all of a sudden I have a new creature token next to me. I guess that's the idea. But oh my god, World Spine Worm. No, I have to take the Void Wielder. But World Spine Worm. Oh man, I've played with this card before and I've casted it before. It was the sweetest thing ever. Yeah, passing another Dramatic Rescue. But I'm gonna take the Void Wielder here. He's a dude, blocks all day, and bounces. He's sweet. Blue is very open coming like in this direction. It's very surprising. I could have had a 4th Dramatic Rescue. My goodness. I think Void Wielder is a sweet art. Here, so Risen Sanctuary wheeled. I'm gonna take it. I guess the backup plan can be bounce all day and then Risen Sanctuary. Sounds bad. But yeah, I don't think Risen Sanctuary is actually not. He's like not that bad. Like paying 7 mana for 8/8 vigilance. Like if you're gonna pay 7 mana for something, like hopefully it doesn't tap when it attacks, because at least that way you can use it defensively, right? Right, both offensively and defense. Anyways, I think I'm gonna just take the gobble. Maybe I take the cancel. Maybe I end up splashing the green. Ugh, this is very strange. Blue is just so very open going this other direction. Um, it's either that or gobbling ooze, and I don't really want gobbling ooze. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the cancel here. It's either Chorus of Might or Seek the Horizon. I think I'm gonna take the Chorus of Might. It's actually a pretty good trick. I think it's pretty costly, but the fact that it gives trample is kind of what makes it playable, I think. Um, Especially when you have a deck that wants to just populate. Like you're gonna usually end up with a bunch of dudes. The other thing we should know is that Sailor Songbirds did not wheel, which is kind of a little disappointing. So someone is playing white, but obviously nobody is playing blue. If I get Void Wielder like 8th. Yeah, actually I got this Void Wielder 8th because I didn't open it. I don't even remember what I took first anymore, actually. I think it might have been... It wasn't Call of the Conclave. I remember that being like, what? This got shipped? With like all the other sweet cards that I want? Yeah. I can't remember what I opened, actually. But yeah, hopefully I can get like a couple more Centaur's Heralds. That would be the ideal. Vandal Blast, yes. I've been blown out by Vandal Blast before, actually. I had like the 5-color deck, only I was relying on key runes, and so I had 2 key runes out, and the guy Vandal blasted me with Overload. And I was like, dude, I don't have 2 of my color sources anymore. And it was the nuts against me. So yeah. Hopefully I can get like a couple more Guild Gates in the next pack. Gatecreeper Vine also did not wheel. It's very strange. But yeah, so my deck is kind of strange. Very solidly 3 colors. I would very solidly like to get some Guild Gates and some more Centaur's Heralds. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And we will see what we open. Here, let's just go ahead and take a look at everything again. Definitely not playing any of that. So open... Nothing good, actually. The best card is probably Augur Spree. Next best card is Void Wielder, easily. Just gonna take the Void Wielder. And continue to be in blue, apparently. I might actually end up playing this Crosstown Courier if I can't get any playables. Mizium Orders! And his foil? What did this guy open? I can't imagine that anyone would ever pass Mizium Orders. Like, you go into red because of this card, even if it's pack 3. Like, who gives a crap? Just play red, white, blue instead. Right? Right? I mean, am I crazy when I'm thinking about this? I mean, should I take the Mizium Orders over a Centaur Healer? He's not even a token. It makes me want to just take the Mizium Orders. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this Mizium Orders. It's just, like, not understand at all what's going on. Man, I can take Is it Guildgate and try to play Mizium Orders now? Or I can take Keening Apparition or Hussar Patrol, which are probably better picks for me. Between the two, Keening Apparition has the ever important function of destroying enchantments, which I guess Void Wielder might get hit by an enchantment, like a stab wound or something. I don't know. I mean, it can also destroy offensively their enchantments. There's also a Druid's Deliverance. Man, where are the Centaur's Heralds? That's basically what I want to know. Between Keening Apparition and Hussar Patrol, I guess I would rather take the Hussar Patrol because I have this like long list of 2s, even though most of them is just removal. I guess I'll just take the Hussar Patrol, even though it's another blue card. Yeah, why not? Here, best card is probably Golgari Charm. I think I'm gonna take either Dispel or Drudge Beetle. or Sundering Growth. I think I'm just gonna take the Dispel here. Actually, it seems like I'm just gonna end up being base blue, white blue. I mean, and then splashing the green. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Dispel. I would really love to get a Selesnya Gilgate ×2, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. There's an Axebane Guardian though, and a Frostburn Weird. This draft has been very strange. I've never seen Frostburn Weirds go like this late. If I'm playing base white blue, I can play the Frostburn Weird. But I don't want to. I actually want to play an even split of green and blue, actually, if I can. I think I'm just going to take the Axebane Guardian here. It might be the best card for me, just to help me splash. Yeah, I need a Selesnya Gilgator too. Like, really bad, actually. I guess I'm going to take Hussar Patrol here, because this is the best card. It's either that or take Sunspire Griffin, I guess. But I think I'd rather just have the Hussar Patrol. Yeah, this has been very strange. Oh, it's not so much that it's been strange. It's, I just need to get a Guildgate or two. I mean, I passed on one for a Dramatic Rescue. Maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, I just really badly need Guildgates right now. I do have a good list of playable cards though, so it's not the worst actually. Actually, I don't have to play this Concordia Pegasus either. It seems like I actually don't have a 2-drop. But yeah, I have. All right, so here I can take Hover Barrier, which helps Axebane Guardian. Transguild Promenade, which usually in 2s you actually just don't want. Or I can take Cellar of Songbirds and it gives me something else to populate. Right now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that produce actual tokens so that I can populate, one of which at that point, I can already make tokens. But I feel like Cellar is just like the worst card here for me. Hover might actually be the better card. Just to defend myself, because it seems like I might have mana problems. And I seem to be moving more towards blue. Here, I think I'm going to take the Azorius Arrestor, actually. He's a pretty good defensive card, actually. He's a 2-drop. It's either that or Swift Justice, I guess. Do I need another trick, though? That's the question. I think I would rather just have the Azorius Arrestor. So, this draft has been very strange, but so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green cards, and of those 6 green cards, I want to play 3 of them relatively early. And I don't have any chance of getting a Selesnya Guildgate anymore, so I'm a little, how would you say, I have no shot. I guess here I will take the Jailbreaker, just because I don't really want to play against it. And I don't really care for the Selesnya Sentry. He's just not good. I mean, Selesnya Sentry versus like Hussar Patrol or something. It's just not good. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna really hope that I don't remember what cards there were. Other cards there were that were available. This deck is very. I don't have no idea how I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win with Risen Sanctuary is what I'm gonna do. And trying to protect this V2 Ghazi Guildmage. That's exactly how I'm gonna win. Oh, Asperia Skywatch, easy. Alright, now I have a second way to win. I'm gonna hit them with this 3/3 flyer all day. Actually, the deck is not that bad. The real problem is that I have just no really good fixing cards. That's really the problem. I'm gonna play like 5 Force or something, which is always sad. The good news is I don't have any doubles except for this Palisade Giant and this Cancel, which probably not gonna make the cut because it's a double. But yeah, I guess if Palisade Giant is the only double, it's fine because everything else, almost everything in my deck costs white. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15 cards that cost white. Jeez, this pack is like really Golgari Gate is still here. Guess I'm just gonna take the Swift Justice. Or maybe the cancel. Just so I have a hard answer to some stuff. I mean cancel's a better card to sideboard into, I guess. So Doorkeeper, easy pick, actually. Because I have Axebane Guardian. And he's a 4 toughness dude. Over Judge Beetle. Easy pick. Judge Beetle is just not very good, actually. I don't think too. Whoa. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna take the Druid's Deliverance. I think because I have double cancel already, I would rather have this Druid's Deliverance effect. Um. Yeah. Um. So this is not actually the worst. It's going to the mana will be tricky, but the power level of the cards I think are pretty decent. I can't believe I got this Mizium. Like this guy passed me a Mizium orders. Like really? Um. But yeah, power level of the cards I think are actually relatively high. The problem is that the mana will be bad. I needed like a couple guild gates. Instead of this Golgari guild gate, it needed to be a Selesnya guild gate. And instead of like an Aqua Steed and like Rakdos Keyroom, I needed more guild gates. That's pretty much what this is. Um, so yeah. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be playing, I think. I did not include the Azorius Arrestor or the Avenging Arrow. I put a Concordia Pegasus over both of them, actually. I put in Concordia Pegasus because I think he's a better defender than Azorius Arrestor, even though Azorius Arrestor is a pretty good defensive card, I think. Avenging Arrow I just did not include because I actually have decent removal in my deck. I have triple Dramatic Rescue, Azorius Charm. So yeah, and I have the Reborn Defense. So I don't think I need like the hard removal immediately. If necessary, I will board into cancels, Avenging Arrow, Sundering Growth, or Druid's Deliverance, depending on what my opponents are playing. Likely, maybe even downsize. It depends. And if I do, I will change my mana base accordingly. I'm only playing 4 Forest and a Transguild Promenade. I know it's pretty, but like, there's really nothing I can do about it. I could maybe take out a Plains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. The thing is that almost everything in my deck takes a white. I think counted and it was like 16 of my, 23 cards require a white, and so it would be just the worst actually if I have green and blue and no white, and then like I have or Forest Island, no plains, and I have like a bunch of like hybrid cards that require white or something. So I think this actually would be the safest. But yeah, so I'm gonna submit this and see you in round 1.